and welcome to my channel. I'm B from Plan with Studio B16 on Instagram and here on YouTube. Today we are doing a spread in my catch-all planner. I've been using 3 planners late. My catch-all, my hourly block spread, and my business planner. But at the moment, 3 planners are too much to keep track of. I can't remember to go check the others. So this week I will do all 3 in one spread. So I am actually going to turn this spread into an hourly, which I've never done before. And I am using a new stencil. It's a prototype dot grid stencil, which is kind of cool, I think. So I'm going to use that, and we are going to start by covering up the colors down the middle. Because they don't match my spread. So what I do is I use label paper or sticker paper. You can call it what you want to call it. And just cut them up in strips and place them on the paper. So just go like that, so I know it's about the right width to cover up the lines. So for me, this is scrap paper that's left over from when I do my orders and ship them. Because the Norwegian Postal Service hasn't formatted the shipping label right, so I always am stuck with lots of unusable label paper, but then I can use it for this, so it's okay. So what I do is just try to line it up. Ooh, not yet. So sometimes I line it up at the bottom, but most often I just put it off slightly, just so that I know it will cover the entire bottom and I won't miss anything. And then I take off a piece from another strip. There. And just place that down, and I go slightly above here also. So there we have label paper. You still see some of it through the paper, but it's so light that it doesn't take focus and you don't see it much of it when the spread is actually done. So then I go and cut the paper off. Come on, sticky. No, no, no. There. Let me go. So there we cut the excess off, and then we'll do the same to the other page. And we'll start with a longer strip and go from the top, because that's usually how I like it, that the overlap is on the bottom. But I just didn't think about that when I put it on the first side. But it really doesn't matter that much. So which is the straightest edge here. So this one is pretty crooked cut, so I need to put it pretty long there. So if you, like me, at times cut things crooked, and when you wanted to cover up the middle part there, you don't line it up with the top edge of the paper, because then it can go like all the way in or all the way out, so you don't cover what you want to cover. It's better to like overlap the edges and then try to get it to line up inside. I can get the paper off there, so that's okay. So we'll take it about there. Peel the backing paper off and stick it down there. The smartest thing for me right now would probably be to do the back side here all at the same time, but I'll do it next time. And then we'll just cut the excess off. Or at least we try to cut the excess off. Come on, excess. I mean, the excess. Come on. There. So there we have the pages covered. And then we need to punch it. What I usually do then is put the pages back to back and line it up, and then I just go in with every punch hole and like stick it together, because when I then go to my punch and punch the pages, the paper paper sticks together, and that's crooked. So the paper doesn't stick to anything in the punch. Oh, ta-da! As I said, a little crooked, but I got I focused too much that I hit my head on the camera. So what I want to do today, it's October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I want to do a pink spread with pink ribbons. This is also a prototype that I'm not finished with, but I'm kind of excited about this. So the two stencils I know I'm going to use is the ribbons and the dot grid. So, oh, and another one, because I even check. They're supposed to be there. We are not using the paint drippings this time, even though I want to, but I'm fighting it. I'm fighting the urge. So what I want to do is clouds around the edges to frame the spread there. And I should clean those before I start, because as I said, the spread is pink, not blue. And if I don't clean them up, they will discolor the spread. So I'll just do that and come back. There they are, clean-ish, but clean enough. So I am going to use Distress ink in the color Sponge Sugar, and I'm going to use my blending brush from Tailored Expressions. It looks like a makeup brush, and if you don't have these blending brushes, because they cost a little more than the makeup brushes, you can also use the makeup brushes. They work just as fine. I just wanted these ones because they are rainbow colored and pretty. So back to the work. So as I said, I want clouds as frames around the thread. I couldn't find I have already cut out pages to fit this. I've used those when I did some other spreads, like the leopard one I did in July, I think. But I couldn't find them right now. And then I remembered where I might have had them, and I found them. So I'm using those instead. So I have cut them out from some pages I didn't use and didn't need, so that I can like just fit them inside. I think I'll turn that around. Because I then just fit them down like that, and I can go in and do the stamping without needing to have tape all over the place. And so I have tape on the back side of the page right now. You can use tack or something, just like get it to kind of stick, but not stick too well. I want it up inside there. So there we have the pages stuck down, and now we can go in and do the background. So I'm using, okay, so I want the background to be really light pink, as the ink is, and I've used a darker pink with a brush, and it tends to color off when it gets moist. So I'll keep this one for when we are doing the darker one, the darker pink, and then I'll actually wash my brush today, because I haven't done that yet. So we are using one of the makeup brushes actually that have been used with a pink, but the light pink, I think I've actually washed it, so we'll go for this one instead. So I think we'll start here. And what I do is I get ink on my brush, and then I start on the stencil and rubbing it upwards like that. And on the 93 that I'm using here, and the 92 is the medium here, you have one strip of clouds and water on the other side, but here you have clouds and clouds with two different like silhouettes, so you can create some life in your clouds. I'm not sure. I'll do it like that. And then going down here, you don't really have to match it up with something else, so it's just do as you please. So that's the first page almost done, and the one at the bottom always ends up white, so I just go in with a brush, don't put any more color on it. I just go over it with the ink that's on the brush and just rub it on the bottom to soften that white. Something like that. And then we'll just take the pages off, and there you have the frame. Ta-da! Oh, I love this pink, soft pink clouds. I did it in another spread actually, with my funfair, the carousel on the top. So we'll then go on to that other page, and I'll just speed right through this one. So that page is almost done also. Just rubbing some more pink on the bottom to soften the white. Ooh, bending the pages. And then the reveal. Ooh, ta-da! So cute. So cute. Right there. So here we have the pages. So now my plan is to do the, my plan was to do the dark gray in light gray, but I think I'm actually going to do it in the light pink that matches the clouds. I think I'm going for that. So I'm not sure how I'm going to, because I had some mishaps when it printed. So 1, 2, 3, 3 of the holes are not like they are supposed to be. So the question is, well, I'll let that be and just I'll be right back. Okay, so I'll just use some sticky tabs on the top here so that I don't accidentally ink the page up there, because here I think I'll manage to stay inside the elbow lines. Corner, 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 corner. So this is actually the first time I am testing out the stencil. I did a little test there, and that's it. So, this is exciting, nerve-wracking. The thing is, I don't need them to be like bold and in your face right now. They can be just like soft. Somewhat scared. So I see them all. Some of them are pretty light. but it will work. So and I think I'll actually try a smaller brush this time to see how that works. So there we have our dot grid. That way. And then again we just use the sticky tabs. So there we have it. The smaller brush, I don't recommend it for this type of thing because it took forever and it was more spotty than the big brush. The most important thing for me is that I have the dots so I see where they are and can write out the hours here. And I actually don't have a pen to write with. It actually is kind of cute right now, so I should stop there and don't do anything more. No writing, no anything. So I think I'm done with the lighter pink, so we can go on from there. And where did I put the stencil? That side. So I think I want this big one here. And I'll try something I never tried before today to block the other shapes around it. So as some of you may have seen, my tape that I have right now is, if you can call it, aggressive. It doesn't want to lose its stickiness. So I'll turn the stencil so I have the back up towards me, and then I'll stick them on the back side. It's maybe better if we just like that, because then the stencil won't stick to the page and I won't get pink where I don't want the pink. There, wait a minute. Do want sorry, I'm just thinking at the same time. So like that. Now I taped all the other shapes around it, so it won't, I won't get color through there. So we'll get out the darker pink and the brush, which is Distress Oxide Picked Raspberry. Oh, hot pink, lovely color. And then I'll just line it up where I want it. about there. Ooh, ooh, that is gorgeous. And so I have a smaller one that is turned the other way. But I already have plans for what I want to do down here. So I will place this one up here, because I'm not going to do so much color, that much color in these boxes. These are my to-dos and stuff like that. I am loving this, but we need to move on. So, and you see this worked awesome, just taping. And as I said, it's better to tape the back and get the stickiness upwards, so that stencil doesn't get stuck to your page, or that the tape, when you try to take the stencil away, rips your page, because that we don't want to have happen. So if I take this one, can I get that off again? No. So, scissors. And I actually maybe don't need to talk while I do this, because that way we may get, so. And I'm just reusing the tape, so we don't, just don't throw it away. There, I think we're good to go. And here I am placing it inside of the boxes. I'm using a pretty big brush, so I'll just put down another tape piece. Or will I? And this one is just so I don't get any color down there on the dot grid. And I didn't get any more color on the brush because I liked it having the shading on it. There. Again, I'm loving this. So I will do the Stronger Together down here. And I'll just put some tape there. I kind of don't need it because this is off the page, but this way I don't get any color on my desk. So if we put it here, it's not in the middle, but kind of. So there, the decorations are done. Now I just want to write in the hours, and then, yeah. I'm not sure if I want to do the pink or if I'm going to do a light gray. No, we are doing the pink, because if I do the gray, that's another color. And I just remembered after writing this that my plan here was to do every other one. So I can fix this, because this is on there for forever. But so So that will just have to be like that, and I have written in the hours again there, and then we'll do some getting the. So I just lost my mojo there, but I think I don't actually like that pink. It's too something or other. But I'm kind of afraid of getting in with the gray. Okay, so I think we'll stop there. I have some kinks to iron out when it comes to the dot grid spacing and stuff in these exact boxes, and how I want to write in the hours and stuff. But other than that, I actually really like this spray. And so it turned out much more pink than I actually planned it. What happened here? This way. But it's super cute, and I can't wait to start using it and filling it out. So it will be pink and black. And this is the things I know I'm doing this week. I'm working and I'm filming. And I'm, yeah. So, that's that. And today I'm awkward again. So, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye!